Love you all. I heard this sentence a pretty long time back that ignorance is bliss. I couldn't get the real meaning of it at that time. I was just thinking, okay, how ignorance becomes a bliss. But life made me realize this that truly ignorance is bliss. Today, people are having a wonderful access for knowledge. People can get knowledge from various sources. We have internet, we have people, we have many people, okay, to drive in, we have books, we have libraries, okay. Everything has brought a wonderful access for us to gain knowledge. But the biggest problem what people are not understanding is, once we give knowledge about any particular thing, automatically the person develops a desire for achieving it. Not knowing anything, there is no desire in a person. But knowing something definitely is developing a desire to achieve it. Because by knowing it, okay, he realizes that his life is going to be better. His life can have celebration in it. He can be a celebration on this earth. This definitely drives a person, okay, to go for achieving that knowledge. But the biggest problem this universe has is, after giving this knowledge, this universe has to bear the responsibility, okay, of that fellow achieving that knowledge. But this is not giving a platform for people to achieve that knowledge. They're just telling this knowledge and leaving it all. They're not understanding that by passing knowledge to a child, you are automatically developing a desire in a child to gain it. So if you can understand this simple concept, automatically what happens is, people will think about making the child achieve it than thinking about passing the knowledge. Passing the knowledge is okay, but when do we start thinking about how the child will achieve this? If the child doesn't achieve it, okay, he has all the pain of not achieving it. Today people have gained knowledge, people have a lot of information through plenty of videos on net, through plenty of information in books. But who is helping them to achieve all this? Everyone is doing their part of presenting the knowledge, because today most of the world is working out for getting recognition. They want some importance, they want some recognition. So if recognition and importance becomes a criteria, almost everyone will dump the knowledge, what they have realized, what they have known. And by passing that knowledge, they just want to prove that, okay, they know something, they are great. But they are not understanding the biggest problem behind it. By revealing this information to the people, people will automatically develop a desire. Any information that reaches the mind and gains a clarity on, automatically develops a desire in the heart to achieve it. But the world is not providing a platform for the people to achieve it. They have to achieve it, only then they can celebrate. If they don't achieve it, okay, they have to experience pain throughout their life for not achieving it. That becomes a sign of discouragement, disappointment in them, and that troubles them all the way. But why people are not able to provide this platform for them to achieve means, people are not loving anyone truly today. Loving is a responsibility. Once we take that responsibility, we should think about going to any extent. See, understand one thing. Life is a journey in two strategies. One, we receive when we are a child. By receiving love from others when we are a child, we'll come to know all our likings, what we love, what we like in life, all the things which we really love to do. And slowly as we grow in life, we have to remember all the things, okay, which we really love. When we receive it alone, we'll come to know about it. But the second concept of this is giving it. See, when it comes to giving, the biggest part, what we realize in life is, okay, we'll come to know what others love. And in the process of giving, every time we experience pain, that is a negative part within us. We have to realize that everything that is creating pain is the negative part that is there within us. We'll come to realize that negative part only by starting to give. Because giving is a responsibility. It isn't so easy to give, it is very easy to receive. Because in the process of receiving, we'll come to discover what we love. But in the process of giving, we'll come to discover, okay, what we hate, what we don't like, what is the troubling part of us, the negative emotional state of us. So by realizing all this, we need to understand one thing that, okay, everything that is expressing out of us, okay, is just to make to realize the internal world of us. See, we are experiencing everything in the external world, okay, to realize what is there within us. If it is a good emotion that is there inside, develop it, celebrate the best of it. If it is not a good emotion, but if it is a negative emotion that is there within us, which is giving pain, okay, start reducing it. Life has been designed in such a simple manner that there are only two strategies that you need to understand. One, a zone of happiness, and the other, a zone of pain. Whenever you are experiencing happiness, understand one simple concept clearly that, okay, you have a greater emotion within yourself. It's an emotion that you love. But when it comes to the other side, okay, you're not experiencing greater emotion means, you're having pain means, understand that there is an unwanted quality that is there within you, okay, which you have to take off. Understand this. So, people are ready to receive today, whatever may be the age they are in, but they're not able to give. If you see the love of a mother, she always gives. She alone can accept every quality of a child. Whatever the nonsense a child does, okay, a mother accepts. But we need to understand that evolution of a person happens only by making mistakes. By making mistakes alone, a person realizes, a person develops, a person experiments and come to know that this is the fact. But if it's not making mistakes, okay, how do you ever expect a person to learn and come to realize or know what exactly is right and what exactly is wrong? And mother's love gives a wonderful platform. That is the reason why most of the information, okay, that a child learns in the childhood days is because of the mother's love, because she accepts everything what a child does. And child has to learn everything only by doing. There is no alternate for a child to learn anything on this earth, okay, without doing. See, understand this concept. Knowing about something is not learning. Doing it, realizing it, experiencing it, experimenting it, and then knowing the truth part of it is learning. But how many of you are really providing a platform for people to do? But this is what is missing as we are growing. As a child grows, okay, he's getting ample knowledge through every source. Everyone is ready to give that knowledge to him because everyone's focus is not on giving a platform to the child by giving that knowledge to implement it, execute it, experience it, and develop it. But they're just trying to pass this knowledge to make some money, get some recognition, or to get that impression in the society. But they're not taking it as a responsibility and working out by giving a platform to others in order to develop this. So knowledge is being spread wonderfully, but people are not understanding the basic concept that by spreading knowledge, by passing knowledge, we are developing a desire in the heart of a child. Once a desire is grown in the heart of a child, it is our damn responsibility to provide a platform for the child in order to execute that, in order to develop that, in order to implement that and gain an experience out of it, because he learns only by doing. But as people are lacking love, the teaching community, the parent community are not having patience today in order to provide that platform. There is no way wherein a child can do everything right. He has to do a wrong and realize it through the pain what he gets, and then he has to start doing the right thing. But until and unless the teaching community and the parent community loves a child so much, they cannot accept everything what a child is doing. Only in love, people can accept everything what the child is doing. And through that process, okay, we can make them realize exactly what is the reality, and what is an illusion. So we have to love. See, a master passes knowledge but doesn't give any platform for a student to implement it. But if he gives a platform for implementing it, it's a wonderful place to go on. Just by passing knowledge, the master wants a child, to become a master of it. It never happens because remembering knowledge and executing a knowledge is a zero concept. Forget about it. That is not learning at all. Learning comes from doing. But for doing it, for the person to execute it, there must be a platform. Once the students start doing something, automatically the teacher judges, the parent judges. In judgment, hatred is the result. Once we start hating, we never provide a platform for the other fellow to grow. So we cannot experience judgment. We cannot judge a child. We have to just give them a platform and observe how they are executing it. But which educational system is really providing a platform for a child, to execute everything what he is learning, to implement everything what he is learning, and through that realize the truth? That's not happening, right? That's the biggest problem, what this generation is facing. So once we grow in age, automatically we have to become responsible and we have to give that love. Love is having that patience to bear the doings of others and realizing that, the other person cannot experience the greatness of life unless, he does it, he implements it. In the process of implementation only, he'll come to realize the true facts of life. So don't be excited to give knowledge, but be excited to love them and give them a platform. Let me take a simple example. A father watches someone, getting a first prize and the celebration part of it. It really lights a candle in his heart and he too desires that his son must do it. Now he goes and passes that knowledge to the son and then starts expecting his son to do everything. But he doesn't understand that he is missing that responsibility part wherein he has to help the child in achieving that. He has to go with the child in achieving that. But the parent does not do this, but parent does only one thing, that he keeps on pointing him out, saying that you couldn't do this. You couldn't do this. So when the person is continuously telling that you couldn't do this, how does a child respond? He starts becoming inferior. He starts becoming guilt because he couldn't do that. The neighbor could do it. So this guilt, this inferiority complexion creates all the damage in a child. And in future, everything he views, everything he sees, he sees with the eyes of that guilt and inferiority complexion. He never sees anything, with the courage and confidence what God has gifted in him. He never sees the world through that. He never sees with the courage and confidence through which he can create anything on this earth. He never sees the world, with the realized fact that, he's a limitless potential. He doesn't have any boundaries on this earth. He can create everything and everything what he wants. He sees the world through guilt. He sees the world through inferiority complexion. Inferiority complexion and guilt never allows a person, to bring his potential up. So I request to the parent community and I request to the teaching community and request to every elders on this earth, one simple thing. Don't be excited about giving knowledge. Better keep your child in ignorance. At least they celebrate this. One simple concept. If you observe a child, he's happy just because he doesn't have any knowledge. He's ignorant. Ignorance creates bliss. He celebrates his life. Teaching community and parent community are so eager about passing knowledge to the children. But by passing knowledge, don't forget that you're taking the biggest responsibility of providing a platform to the child in order to experiment that knowledge, implement that knowledge, and get a transformation through that and realize the reality, truth, fact of it, by experimenting it. And that platform has to be provided for it. In the process of executing that, you make plenty of mistakes. And we should have that love towards that person in order to bear these mistakes. We should have an enormous patience, okay? Love is the only emotion, okay, that gives patience. Because love is the source of every emotion. Love is the mother emotion. Every other emotion that is executing on this earth is a product or a child of love. So in love alone, we have patience. In love alone, okay, we have the ability to bear. Remember the love of a mother, okay, will understand these concepts. Mother bears everything what a child does. That is the reason why she can provide a platform for the child to grow. The teaching community and the parent community has to definitely provide a platform for them to execute everything, realize everything, and develop it. So giving knowledge is a responsibility. Understand this. So once you give knowledge, you have to provide a platform also for the child. And in providing that platform, be filled with love, because love alone can develop enormous patience within you, and that patience alone will make the child to experiment. Have a clear-cut mark in your mind that through mistakes alone a person learns. Without doing mistakes, he can never learn the reality. Pain alone teaches a person to experience greatness. So give him a platform. Encourage him in everything he's doing. Let him be a doer, not a listener and the one who writes it on paper. Let him start doing it. So once he starts doing it, he experiments it. Through that, he realizes the fact. And all we need to do is love them, love them, love them, love them, love them so much that we'll develop such an enormous patience wherein we can accept everything what they are doing, guiding them always with better information. Hope you will do it. I love every greatness on this earth. Okay, let us be truly great, loving everyone and providing a platform for them to implement the ideas, okay, that are given in the form of knowledge. If not, better don't give knowledge. Let them experience ignorance and let them be in bliss. But if at all, if you are giving knowledge to them, realize the fact, understand the fact that we need to give them a platform to execute that knowledge. For that, we need to have enormous patience. We cannot bring negative emotions out, anger, irritation, all these things. By bringing these emotions out, we develop a guilt in a child. We develop inferiority complex in a child. Once the child gets a habit of this guilt and inferiority complex, he sees the world through the eyes of guilt and inferiority. When he sees this world through the eyes of inferiority and guilt, okay, I'm telling you, he becomes, I don't want to describe him, a very normal person in the society. I don't think that a person has to experience normality in his life. He's born to experience greatness. If that greatness has to be experienced by him, he should never touch guilt or inferiority complex. If he should not touch means we should have an enormous love towards him, enormous patience towards whatever he is doing. And we have to correct it, and we have to wait, okay, until the fellow realizes what the reality is. And from there starts his journey of life. Hope you'll do it. Take this insight, okay? And let's make this world a better place to live in, so that we can also live in a better place and we'll have that excitement. Love you all. Love you so much. Love everyone. Love every second. Okay? Take the responsibility of loving. What greatness is there on this earth than loving truly and taking the responsibility? Remember, receiving realizes the qualities that you love, and by giving, you will realize the negative emotions, what you have within yourself, the negative qualities, what you have within yourself. Be a giver. Life is a celebration. Thank you so much for listening to my audio.